Chapter 1. Introduction to ESTJ Personality Type. One of the most distinguishing characteristics of ESTJs is their gregarious and forceful personality. They are at ease in social situations and are not hesitant to assert themselves when required. They thrive in organized environments and are often attracted to positions of leadership. This characteristic enables them to flourish in positions requiring strong leadership abilities. ESTJs are also extremely practical people who concentrate on the present and make judgments based on tangible knowledge. They absorb knowledge via their senses and are good at processing facts to reach logical conclusions. This feature qualifies them for occupations requiring analytical thinking, such as engineering, finance, or accounting. ESTJs are extremely organized people who excel at handling complicated situations in addition to their analytical skills. They have an eye for detail and are skilled at developing and executing systems that improve efficiency. They are natural problem solvers who can rapidly pinpoint the source of a problem and devise efficient solutions. ESTJs are also known for their commitment to norms and traditions. They have a strong sense of duty and take their responsibilities seriously. They believe in sticking to the rules and want others to do the same. This characteristic might help them flourish in organizations that need rigorous adherence to rules and regulations. ESTJs are also known for their outstanding communication skills. When delivering information, they are straightforward and to the point, and they can be convincing when required. They are competent at expressing their views and opinions and can successfully interact with individuals from various walks of life. ESTJs have a strong sense of tradition and a high regard for authority. They accept official duties and titles and believe in established social structures. They place a high importance on structure and stability and may struggle to adjust to change or uncertainty. One possible source of difficulty for ESTJs is their inclination to be too critical or judgmental of others. They may have high expectations of themselves and others. This might come out as harsh or uncaring at times, causing conflict in personal or professional relationships. ESTJs are also known for their attention to detail and ability to concentrate on a single job. They are outstanding planners and can devise step-by-step action plans to achieve their goals. They are also good at tracking progress and revising plans as required to stay on target. ESTJs are also self-disciplined and dedicated to their personal and professional growth. They are often driven by a desire for achievement and may set lofty goals for themselves in both their professional and personal life. When given a task to solve, ESTJs may be incredibly innovative, despite their sometimes rigorous commitment to norms and structure. They can think outside the box and come up with creative solutions to challenging problems. Chapter 2. ESTJs' Strengths and Weaknesses. ESTJs have an innate capacity to break down big projects into smaller, manageable chunks and devise a thorough strategy to complete them. They are very organized and can properly prioritize their work, ensuring that everything is accomplished on schedule and to a high degree. ESTJs thrive at making difficult judgments. They are very analytical and objective, and they approach crisis resolution logically. They are not scared to make tough decisions, even if they are unpopular, and they believe in their capacity to make the correct judgment. ESTJs are very reliable. They are dedicated to their profession and take their duties seriously. They are very dependable, and people can rely on them to do any task. They are also extremely good at keeping their promises and ensuring that everything is done to a high quality. ESTJs excel in leading people. They are self-assured, and they have a natural capacity to command a situation. They are also very organized and can successfully distribute responsibilities, ensuring that everyone is working towards the same objective. Their team members hold them in great regard, and others look up to them as role models. ESTJs are very efficient. They are not easily distracted and can work for lengthy periods of time without rest. They are also disciplined and can adhere to a regimen, even if it is not their preferred activity. ESTJs' possible flaws. One of the biggest flaws of ESTJs is their propensity to emphasize work above personal life. As highly motivated people, ESTJs often devote a substantial amount of time and energy to their work, sometimes at the price of their personal relationships and well-being. This may result in feelings of burnout, anxiety, and unhappiness, all of which can harm their mental and physical health. ESTJs might be inflexible in their thinking and problem-solving style. Because of their love for order and regularity, they may find it difficult to adjust to new situations or think creatively outside of their established frameworks. This might hinder their capacity to create and devise new solutions to complicated challenges, which can be detrimental in particular sectors or businesses. ESTJs can also be unduly critical and judgmental toward others. Their high standards and strong beliefs might come off as harsh or insensitive at times, causing difficulty in their relationships with colleagues, friends, and family members. Also, their confidence and assertiveness may look like arrogance at times, making it difficult for them to receive criticism or interact well with others. ESTJs may have difficulty expressing themselves or empathizing with others. Because they stress logic and reason above emotions, they may struggle to connect emotionally with people or understand their viewpoints and experiences. This may lead to interpersonal difficulties, especially in settings where empathy and understanding are essential for establishing trust and rapport. Because ESTJs love structure and regularity, they may be averse to changes in their surroundings, even if such changes are useful or essential. This might lead to a reluctance to experiment with new techniques or accept new technology, limiting their capacity to develop and remain ahead of the curve in their various fields. ESTJs may have difficulty delegating duties or trusting others to take on responsibilities. Because they are extremely motivated, they may believe that no one can perform the work as effectively as they can, which may lead to micromanagement or a lack of confidence in their team members. This may have a detrimental impact on the workplace and impede their capacity to form strong, productive relationships with others. ESTJs may have difficulty showing vulnerability or acknowledging faults. Their self-assurance and aggressiveness might make it tough for them to admit when they have made a mistake or to seek assistance when needed. This may foster an attitude of perfectionism, which is harmful to their personal and professional development, as well as the progress of their team. ESTJs may struggle to comprehend and collaborate well with people who have a different personality type or communication style. They may find it difficult to connect successfully with those who have a more indirect or emotional communication style because they value directness and efficiency. This might lead to misunderstandings, disagreements, or a lack of trust and respect in the workplace. How ESTJs can manage their flaws. One of the most prominent flaws of ESTJs is their inclination to be inflexible in their thinking. It is critical to remain open to new ideas and viewpoints in order to handle this problem. Try to be more versatile and open to accept other ways to solve problems. ESTJs can be unduly critical and judgmental toward others. To overcome this flaw, try to develop greater empathy and compassion for others. Engage in active listening and be open to seeing things from other people's viewpoints. This may assist you in developing better relationships and being a more successful leader. Another flaw of ESTJs is their excessive concern about efficiency. To overcome this flaw, consider cultivating a more open and experimental attitude. Be ready to take chances and try new things, even if the results aren't always quick. This may help you gain new insights, eventually making you a more well-rounded and successful individual. ESTJs have a propensity to grow agitated and overwhelmed when given too many tasks. Make time for things that will allow you to unwind and recharge, such as exercise, meditation, or spending time with loved ones. By taking care of yourself, you will be better able to deal with the pressures of your job. Focusing on improving emotional intelligence is another technique for ESTJs to manage their deficiencies. As an ESTJ, you may find it difficult to connect with people on an emotional level at times, which may be a drawback in certain settings. However, by learning to improve your emotional intelligence, you may become more sensitive to the needs and emotions of others and, as a consequence, build healthier relationships. Begin with being more aware of your own emotions and how they affect your actions to improve your emotional intelligence. This may help you better comprehend people's feelings and react to them more effectively. Active listening, which is concentrating on what the other person is saying and reacting with empathy and understanding, is also vital to practice. Chapter 3. ESTJs and Relationships. In romantic relationships, ESTJs tend to be quite forthright about what they want and don't want, and they may struggle with partners who are more quiet or indecisive. They are serious about their commitments and they want their partners to be as well. This means they are generally quite trustworthy, but it may also mean they struggle with partners who are more free-spirited or impulsive. When it comes to communication, ESTJs are quite clear and to the point. They dislike sugarcoating or beating about the bush, and they may struggle with partners who are more oblique or passive-aggressive. At the same time, ESTJs might seem insensitive or blunt at times, and they may need to improve on their empathy and emotional intelligence to be successful in their relationships. They are skilled at managing their lives and surroundings, and they may like preparing dates or trips for their partners. At the same time, they may need to be aware of their tendency to micromanage or be too critical, as well as learn to let go of control and appreciate spontaneity on some times. Another characteristic shared by ESTJs in romantic relationships is a strong sense of tradition and commitment. They love the concept of marriage and family and may regard them as vital goals to strive for in their relationships. This might put pressure on their partners, particularly if they do not share the same beliefs. ESTJs may struggle with vulnerability and emotional closeness when it comes to expressing their feelings. They are quiet and secretive, and they may struggle to express their emotions to their partners. This may sometimes lead to misunderstandings, particularly if their partner is more outspoken. ESTJs may also prefer work and accomplishment above personal relationships. They may struggle to balance professional obligations with commitments to their partners, and they may need to make a deliberate effort to emphasize quality time and emotional connection in their relationships. This may need them stepping outside of their comfort zone and being more spontaneous or flexible, but it is an essential component of developing good and happy relationships. They are usually highly meticulous and detail-oriented, and may struggle with partners who are unorganized or chaotic. This may occasionally lead to disagreements, particularly if their partners feel micromanaged or dominated. ESTJs, on the other hand, can learn to reconcile their need for structure with their partner's desire for flexibility and spontaneity. In their relationships, ESTJs are highly goal-oriented. They may have a clear picture of what they want their future to look like, and they may want their partners to share and strive toward those goals with them. This might put strain on their partners, particularly if their priorities or beliefs are not aligned. It's worth emphasizing that ESTJs' beliefs might be seen as unduly conventional or conservative. They may have strong beliefs about gender roles, marriage, and family, and they may struggle with partners who may not share such beliefs. ESTJs, on the other hand, can be more open-minded and receptive of other people's points of view. This way, they can have healthy and satisfying relationships with partners who hold different opinions or values. ESTJs are also known for being very devoted and dedicated in their relationships. They take their obligations extremely seriously and may struggle with less engaged or less loyal partners. If their partners do not share their degree of devotion, this might lead to dissatisfaction or contempt. The need for stability and security is another essential element of ESTJs in relationships. They are sensible and grounded people who regard their relationships as a method to create a secure and comfortable life together. This may occasionally lead to an emphasis on material goods or financial stability, putting pressure on their partners to be financially successful or share the same materialistic ideals. ESTJs can learn to value emotional connection and shared experiences above financial belongings, as well as the importance of simple pleasures and spending time together. How ESTJs approach friendships. ESTJs appreciate commitment and dependability in their friendships. They consider a good friend to be someone who can be relied on in times of need and who is always there to give support and direction. As a result, they prefer to gravitate toward those who share their beliefs and work ethic, believing that these characteristics are vital for developing a solid and enduring bond. ESTJs are very planned and systematic when it comes to socializing. They like to keep to a pattern when it comes to spending time with friends and tend to plan and arrange their social activities well in advance. They also have a proclivity to set clear limits and expectations within their friendships, believing that this is essential for maintaining a good and happy relationship. In their friendships, ESTJs put a high focus on communication. They respect honest and straightforward feedback and are not hesitant to speak out when something needs to be rectified. They do, however, demand the same amount of honesty and transparency from their friends and may grow upset if their attempts to communicate are not returned. Although ESTJ seems serious and goal-oriented on the surface, They really love socializing with their peers. They like lighthearted conversation and are always up for a good time. They may not be as spontaneous as other personality types, since they like to organize their social activities ahead of time and may feel uneasy with last-minute changes. ESTJs have a lot on their plates as goal-oriented people, whether it's a career, family obligations, or personal pursuits. They do, however, recognize the value of having a supporting network of friends and make a concerted effort to emphasize their relationships. ESTJs are also not hesitant to share their ideas and points of view with their friends, which might come out as harsh or too critical at times. They do it with the best of intentions, believing that their honesty is what keeps their relationships strong and long-lasting. They are not concerned in sustaining superficial relationships, but rather in developing deep and meaningful bonds with their friends. ESTJs approach friendships with a pragmatic and goal-oriented perspective, stressing commitment, dependability, communication, accountability, and a good work-life balance. They make terrific friends and valuable members of any social circle, bringing their unique abilities and viewpoints to the table while staying devoted to their friends' well-being and success. One possible problem for ESTJs in their approach to friendship is that their emphasis on organization and regularity might come off as inflexible at times. While they appreciate structure and preparation, they may find it difficult to adjust to rapid changes or unforeseen occurrences that break their meticulously formed plans. This might be difficult in social situations when spontaneity and flexibility are often prized. Since ESTJs value communication and honesty in their interactions, they may suffer in relationships when these traits are missing. If they do not feel that their attempts to speak freely and honestly are reciprocated, they may grow upset or believe that the relationship is not satisfying their needs. ESTJs in business and work relationships. Establishing clear boundaries and expectations is one of the most important ways that ESTJs approach work relationships. They feel that clear and straightforward communication is vital for a productive work relationship, and they are not hesitant to be forceful in establishing these limits. ESTJs like to work with people who share their beliefs and work ethic, and they may be less ready to compromise if they believe someone is not living up to their standards. ESTJs place a premium on expertise and dependability. They respect those who are informed, efficient, and capable of completing tasks. They are also task-oriented, which implies they may emphasize work above socializing or developing personal ties with coworkers. While ESTJs may not be the most vocal or emotional people, they are very trustworthy and can be depended on to keep their promises. They feel that order and structure are necessary for a productive workplace, and they may be more prone to submit to people in positions of authority. They do, however, expect individuals in positions of power to be competent and successful, and they may get dissatisfied if they believe someone is failing to meet their expectations. They succeed in professions that need them to manage and delegate responsibilities to others, and they have a knack for reducing big projects down into manageable components. ESTJs are generally effective project managers because they can keep their teams on track and projects finished on schedule and within budget. ESTJs are extremely good at developing systems and procedures that promote efficient and successful work. They are logical thinkers who are skilled at detecting flaws and devising ways to remedy them. They believe in continual development and are always searching for methods to better their own and other people's work. ESTJs are not hesitant to question the status quo and are prepared to take chances if they feel it will result in better outcomes. One possible problem for ESTJs in work relationships is their inclination to communicate bluntly and directly. While they appreciate direct communication, they may seem indifferent or dismissive of other people's sentiments at times. ESTJs may need to focus on their interpersonal skills in order to develop solid relationships with their coworkers and avoid creating unneeded stress or conflict. ESTJs have the ability to stay cool and collected under pressure. They are not readily shaken by stress, and they are often able to retain their concentration and performance in the face of adversity. This trait is especially useful in fast-paced or high-stakes professional settings. ESTJs are also extremely organized and detail-oriented, making them ideal for tasks requiring accuracy and attention to detail. They thrive in positions that need a high degree of precision and rigor, such as data analysis and financial management. They can handle several tasks and obligations at the same time without losing sight of the overall picture. ESTJs might get too tied to their routines and procedures, making it difficult for them to adapt to new situations or explore alternate methods to their job. To be genuinely productive in a quickly changing society, ESTJs may need to cultivate greater flexibility and open-mindedness. Tips ESTJs can use to communicate effectively in relationships. Active listening is a crucial technique for ESTJs. ESTJs are goal-oriented and action-oriented, which makes it difficult for them to fully listen to others. Taking the time to listen to other people's viewpoints and concerns, on the other hand, may assist them to create deeper bonds and prevent misunderstandings. Active listening entails paying attention to the other person's words, asking clarifying questions, and summarizing what was said. ESTJ should be mindful of their communication style. Others may regard ESTJs as aggressive or confrontational because they are forthright and outspoken. To prevent these unfavorable responses, ESTJs should strive to soften their vocabulary and tone, concentrating on communicating their thoughts rather than criticizing others. This may aid in the development of trust and respect in relationships, while also preventing disagreements. ESTJs should also concentrate on regulating their emotions and stress levels. ESTJs are most at ease when they have a clear plan and control over their surroundings, which may be difficult to attain in all relationships. Learning to let go of control and manage stress via mindfulness techniques or physical activity might help ESTJs be happy in relationships even when things don't go as planned. Learning to work constructively with others may help ESTJs. ESTJs are naturally autonomous and self-sufficient, yet developing successful relationships sometimes requires collaboration and compromise. ESTJs should improve their openness to criticism, consideration for other people's opinions, and willingness to make modifications or adjustments to fit the needs of others. Empathy is another crucial approach for ESTJs to use while navigating relationships. While ESTJs are analytical and rational by nature, they often struggle to grasp the emotions and experiences of others. ESTJs can strengthen their relationships with people and minimize conflicts caused by misconceptions by actively attempting to put themselves in the shoes of others. Learning to be more patient with others might also help ESTJs. ESTJs are efficient and task-oriented, which may lead to irritation or dissatisfaction with those who do not share their sense of urgency. ESTJs may help develop healthier relationships and minimize disputes by acknowledging that others may have different goals or methods of doing things. ESTJs should concentrate on developing a strong feeling of trust and dependability in their relationships. ESTJs cherish stability and reliability and expect others to do the same. ESTJs may develop a solid foundation of trust in their relationships by following through on promises and being honest. Chapter 4. ESTJs in the workplace. ESTJs flourish in structured and ordered work environments with clear objectives and expectations. They like to work in an environment that encourages hard work and efficiency and has a clear structure of power. They value clear communication and well-defined processes and procedures, and they thrive in jobs that allow them to take leadership. ESTJs are generally regarded as authoritative and decisive in their leadership style. They tend to take control of situations and make rapid and confident judgments, depending on their strong sense of logic and pragmatism. They are results-oriented and have little tolerance for inefficiency or indecision. While they might seem tough, they are also noted for their fairness and constancy, which they require from their team members. ESTJs are known for their strong work ethic, as well as their ability to focus and manage their time well. They are often motivated by a desire to produce concrete results and take pleasure in their abilities to complete tasks. They are usually trustworthy and responsible, and they demand the same from people around them. ESTJs are well suited to positions that need them to take leadership and establish efficient systems and procedures. They are often effective leaders who appreciate structure and order and want others to do the same. While their strong-willed personality might be difficult to deal with at times, they are also recognized for their ability to get things done. One of ESTJ's assets is their ability to efficiently manage and prioritize their time. They are often able to remain focused and work tirelessly toward their goals, resulting in a high degree of productivity. ESTJs are often detail-oriented and excel in professions that need them to study data, and make judgments based on objective facts. ESTJs are also known for their practical and pragmatic problem-solving attitude. They are typically able to come up with unique answers to tough problems since they are highly rational and solution-focused. They are not hesitant to make difficult choices when required, and they often have the ability to grasp the large picture while simultaneously paying attention to the details. One possible shortcoming of ESTJs at work is their preference for efficiency over creativity. They may find it difficult to look beyond the box or seek fresh and imaginative ways to challenges at times. Also, they may seem stiff or unyielding at times, which may be difficult in dynamic work environments. ESTJs frequently flourish in organized companies with defined roles and tasks. They value clear communication and well-defined processes and procedures, and they thrive in jobs that allow them to take leadership. They also value order and predictability in their workplace, and they may suffer in chaotic work environments. They are often effective leaders who value order and clear communication. While they may struggle to think outside the box at times, they are recognized for their practical and solution-focused approach to problem-solving, and they are able to successfully manage their time to reach their goals. ESTJs are also quite confident in their skills and are not scared to take on new tasks. They often have a competitive mentality and want to operate in environments where they may compare their performance to that of others. They may, however, find it difficult to take criticism or feedback since they see it as a sign of weakness. ESTJs have a straightforward and to-the-point communication style. They value clear and succinct communication and may be irritated by colleagues or team members who are too verbose or meander in their interactions. They are not hesitant to speak their mind or communicate their expectations, and they admire honesty and directness in others. ESTJs are known for their dependability and responsibility. They take their obligations seriously and are often seen as trustworthy and reliable. They are also noted for their meticulous attention to detail and ability to handle difficult projects or activities. However, they may struggle to delegate duties or give up control since they believe they are the ideal person for the position. ESTJs are frequently quite ambitious when it comes to their own professional growth and seek out chances to increase their skills and knowledge. They may want to take on leadership responsibilities or pursue higher degrees or certifications. However, they may find it difficult to recognize the value in activities that do not directly benefit their profession, such as networking or attending conferences. ESTJs may find it difficult to appreciate the viewpoints of people with various personality types or work styles. They may grow dissatisfied with colleagues who do not share their feeling of urgency or who handle challenges in a different manner. They are, however, often able to overcome these problems by recognizing the skills and viewpoints of others and finding methods to collaborate and successfully work with a varied spectrum of team members. Obstacles that ESTJs may face in today's fast-paced corporate environment. ESTJs have the inclination to be task-oriented and goal-oriented, which may lead to a lack of attention on interpersonal relationships. This may make them seem impersonal or cold, making it difficult for them to form deep ties with their coworkers. As a consequence, they may find it difficult to successfully manage a team, and their team members may feel unsupported or devalued. ESTJs crave for structure and regularity. While this is advantageous when managing complicated projects or leading a team, it may hinder their capacity to adjust to change or cope with unforeseen circumstances. ESTJs may struggle with flexibility and adapting to new situations, which may lead to dissatisfaction and a lack of productivity. ESTJs may have trouble with allocating responsibilities to team members. They may believe that they are the only ones who can perform things to the needed level since they are very task-focused and detail-oriented. This may lead to overwork, fatigue, and a lack of trust and cooperation among their team. ESTJs may struggle with originality and innovation. They may struggle to produce fresh ideas or think outside the box since they prefer to follow established processes and norms. This might hinder their capacity to innovate and adapt to changing market circumstances, affecting the success of their initiatives and the business as a whole. Because ESTJs appreciate authority and order, they may feel more at ease in surroundings with a clear line of command. This, however, might make it difficult for them to collaborate with colleagues or be open to ideas from those further down the organizational ladder. ESTJs also have an inclination toward perfectionism. ESTJs are detail-oriented and driven to quality, which may be strength in a variety of situations. This tendency, however, may lead to excessive self-criticism, inflexibility, and a lack of risk-taking. ESTJs may fail to discern when a task is good enough, and they may struggle to delegate tasks or let others take the lead. This may lead to people being overwhelmed, anxious, and burnout, all of which can have a bad influence on their productivity and well-being. ESTJs may have difficulty dealing with ambiguity and uncertainty. They seek clear objectives and well-defined boundaries, which might make them uncomfortable in settings with a high degree of ambiguity. As a result, they may be less adaptive than some of their colleagues, limiting their capacity to react rapidly to market changes. ESTJs may struggle to find a work-life balance. They may find it difficult to switch off from work and prioritize other parts of their life, such as family or hobbies, since they are very devoted to their profession and take their obligations seriously. This may result in stress, exhaustion, and damaged relationships with family and friends. To overcome this issue, ESTJs need to be more deliberate in establishing boundaries and making time for self-care and personal activities. ESTJs may experience difficulties in work environments that do not reflect their beliefs. ESTJs may feel dissatisfied and disengaged in environments that are unstructured, chaotic, or lack clear direction. Similarly, ESTJs may struggle to feel driven or satisfied in jobs that do not go in line with their ethical or moral convictions. To overcome this issue, ESTJs need to look for jobs that agree with their beliefs. Strategies for ESTJs on how to be successful at work. ESTJs should utilize their analytical skills to assess the viability of a project, and then use their organizational skills to devise a strategy to see it through to completion. ESTJs are often described as self-assured and forceful persons who are not scared to make difficult judgments. They can swiftly analyze a situation and select the best course of action, depending on the facts provided. ESTJs may exhibit their leadership qualities and motivate their team to follow their example by taking action and making choices. ESTJs can be productive in the business because they are skilled communicators. They can explain their thoughts clearly and simply, and they are good at communicating information in an understandable manner. ESTJs are also excellent at listening to others and delivering constructive and helpful comments. They can use this skill to form great bonds with their coworkers and foster a culture of cooperation and teamwork. While ESTJs are renowned for their love of order, they should also be open to change and adapt to new changes. Some ESTJs may find this difficult, but by being open to new ideas, they may broaden their skills and expertise and become more productive in the job. By using their skills in goal setting, decision-making, and communication, ESTJs may be exceptionally productive in their jobs. ESTJs are often effective in developing and implementing procedures and systems that enhance workflow and efficiency. ESTJs may make their teams more productive and successful by assessing procedures and suggesting opportunities for improvement. Chapter 5. ESTJ Parenting Style. ESTJs as parents are often extremely planned and ordered in their parenting style. They appreciate regularity and order, and they strive to set clear norms and expectations for their children. They often focus on their child's development of responsibility and accountability, emphasizing the value of keeping promises and meeting duties. They are often hands-on parents who are involved in their child's academics, extracurricular activities, and social life. ESTJ parents are more likely to take the lead in their child's education and advocate for their child's needs inside the school system. ESTJs might be highly demanding of their children. They may have high expectations for their child's conduct, accomplishments, and long-term goals. This may sometimes result in a more rigorous and inflexible parenting style, which can be difficult for children with diverse interests, skills, or learning styles. When it comes to disciplining their children, ESTJ are more prone to use conventional tactics such as punishment for misbehaving. When it comes to norms and expectations, they may be less willing to engage in debate or negotiation with their children. ESTJ have a very engaged, organized, and authoritative parenting style. While this technique may offer children with a firm sense of direction and responsibility, ESTJ must stay open to their child's specific needs and preferences and allow for flexibility in their parenting strategy. They prioritize the development of their children's practical talents and skills. They place a high importance on hard work, responsibility, and self-discipline, and they want to inculcate these qualities in their children. Chores and obligations may be prioritized by ESTJs to teach their children the value of contributing to the family and taking care of themselves. Respect for authority and tradition may also be important to ESTJs as parents. They often stress the significance of adhering to norms and customs, and they are more likely to foster a structured and hierarchical family dynamic. ESTJ may see themselves as the family's ultimate authority and expect their children to obey their judgments. While ESTJs may be highly supportive, they may have difficulty expressing and communicating their emotions. They may place logic and pragmatism ahead of emotional needs, which may be difficult for their kids who want emotional support and affirmation. To better understand and connect with their children, ESTJs need to concentrate on strengthening their emotional intelligence and empathy. The ESTJ parenting style has the advantage of providing children with a feeling of stability and consistency. ESTJs provide clear limits and expectations for their children, which may help them feel safe and confident in their environment. ESTJ as parents are often loyal and predictable, which may be comforting for children who want consistency in their life. Another advantage of ESTJ parenting is that it helps prepare children for success in life. ESTJ as parents often stress the value of hard work, responsibility, and accountability, which are traits that are useful in any profession or life scenario. ESTJ can prepare their children for future success by instilling in them practical skills and a strong work ethic. Structure, authority, and pragmatism define the ESTJ parenting style. While this strategy has numerous advantages, ESTJs must be sensitive to their children's specific needs and preferences, as well as promote emotional connection and support. ESTJs will create confident, responsible, and successful children by establishing a balance between structure and support. ESTJs often value education and academic accomplishment. ESTJ parents love study, and they may be very interested in their children's academic activities. One possible disadvantage of the ESTJ parenting style is that it may generate a power dynamic that children may find difficult to negotiate. ESTJ parents may have a strong feeling of authority and expect their children to blindly follow their demands. For youngsters who have their own ideas, preferences, and views, this might be difficult. ESTJs with children need to concentrate on improving their communication skills and having a more collaborative and mutually respectful connection with their children. ESTJs may also be highly engaged and supportive of their children's extracurricular activities and interests. They may regard these activities as a chance for their children to learn new skills and pursue hobbies that will help them achieve personal and professional success. Chapter 6. ESTJ Cognitive Functions. Understanding the cognitive processes that drives ESTJs is essential to understanding their motives and actions. Extrovert thinking, TE, which drives the ESTJ's decision-making process, is at the center of their cognitive function stack. Extrovert thinking is a function that seeks to shape the outside environment into an effective system and thrives on logical, objective examination. Because they are good at making judgments based on information and facts, people with dominant extrovert thinking tend to be very focused on completing tasks and are often seen as natural leaders. They often look for workable ideas that can be used in actual circumstances since they are very concerned with efficiency, efficacy, and attaining quantifiable outcomes. Because of this function, ESTJs are practical and realistic and prefer action over theoretical or abstract ideas. Extrovert thinking fuels their need for structure and order in their environment. ESTJs want to know that everything is operating as planned and that procedures are in place. Because of their innate propensity for controlling people and resources, they are often seen as very responsible persons who assume leadership responsibilities without hesitation. Introverted sensing, SI, is an auxiliary function used by ESTJs to support their dominant extrovert thinking. Recalling prior experiences and using that information to navigate the present is the emphasis of the introverted sensing function. This function helps in identifying specifics and sensory information from past experiences and applying them to the present. Introverted sensing, when combined with extrovert thinking, enables the ESTJ to design very effective systems based on successful past experiences. They tend to emphasize consistency and stability, which makes them quite dependable and traditional. They may make use of a multitude of past experiences, guaranteeing that their choices are not just rational, but also tried and proven. ESTJs may come out as reluctant to change because they want to cling to what they know works. They are often less receptive to new ideas that have not been fully investigated or validated. They may not always be quick to accept new or abstract ideas that don't fit within the parameters of their own worldview. Introverted intuition, NI, operates in the background and gently affects how ESTJs see the possibilities of the future. Even though it is not as prevalent in ESTJs' cognitive composition, introverted intuition is nonetheless crucial to their capacity to predict long-term trends and consequences. It enables them to foresee possible issues or possibilities that may not be immediately apparent. In contrast to their major functions, introverted intuition functions more subconsciously since it is their less developed function. Even though they may not always be able to completely explain their intuitive insights, ESTJs sometimes behave confidently in their ability to predict how events would play out. Since ESTJs may depend on their intuition to help them make judgments regarding the future, introverted intuition also adds a degree of strategic thinking. This does not imply that they give up on reason. Rather, they blend a pragmatic, fact-based approach with a nuanced sense of foresight that enables them to take possible long-term effects into account. Even though introverted intuition is usually less developed in ESTJs, it nonetheless adds a special dimension to their decision-making, especially in circumstances that are more complicated or uncertain. Extrovert feeling, FE, is the ESTJ's weakest function. Extrovert feeling is concerned with comprehending and managing social peace. In group dynamics, it often focuses on the emotional needs of others and strives for agreement. Extrovert feeling may sometimes cause strain for ESTJs since it is the least developed function in their cognitive stack. Efficiency and objective results are often more important to ESTJs than taking into account the emotions or interpersonal dynamics of those around them. Because of this, they could inadvertently miss the emotional nuances of a scenario or, unlike someone with a more developed extrovert feeling, fail to tune into the emotions of others around them. Because of ESTJ's inferior extrovert feeling, they could struggle to show empathy in a manner that seems natural or become too preoccupied with what other people think of them. This may lead to internal conflict because their lesser FE draws them toward understanding relational or emotional issues that they might not be entirely prepared to face, while their dominant T pushes them toward rational ideals. ESTJs may gradually improve this function despite the difficulties posed by their lower FE, particularly in settings that promote greater awareness of other people's emotional needs. They may improve their interpersonal interactions and become more sensitive to the dynamics of group cohesiveness when they do interact with FE in a balanced manner. These four functions interact to produce a personality that is efficient, organized, and pragmatic. Because of their capacity to complete tasks and base judgments on factual information, ESTJs often assume leadership responsibilities and place a high importance on structure, accountability, and dependability. Their dedication to justice, order, and accountability tends to make them trustworthy people who can be relied upon to keep their word, even if they may not always be the most emotionally sensitive. ESTJ's rational, meticulous approach to life is based on their extrovert thinking and introverted sensing tendencies. They like to be in control when things need structure and order, and they utilize their prior experiences to build effective systems. Their development of this function might result in more balanced and sympathetic relationships with others, even if they may struggle with emotional sensitivity because of their deficient extrovert feeling. All things considered, the cognitive processes of the ESTJ combine to create a personality that is effective, dependable, and pragmatic. Chapter 7. Careers for ESTJs. Positions requiring organization, efficiency, and leadership are a natural fit for ESTJs. They are great prospects for jobs where organization and clear decision-making are essential due to their abilities in managing people, systems, and procedures. ESTJs are likely to succeed in the following jobs. 1. Project Manager. 2. Operations Manager. 3. Chief Executive Officer, CEO. 4. Financial Analyst. 5. Human Resources Manager. 6. Police Officer. 7. Military Officer. 8. Logistics Coordinator. 9. business consultant. 10. Corporate lawyer. 11. Accountant. 12. Retail manager. 13. Construction manager. 14. General contractor. 15. Attorney. 16. Teacher. 17. Sales manager. 18. Marketing director. 19. Event planner. 20. Entrepreneur. 21. Government administrator. 22. Hospital administrator. 23. Civil engineer. 24. Bank branch manager. 25. Public relations specialist. 26. Operations director. 27. Supply chain manager. 28. Real estate agent. 29. Compliance officer. 30. Product manager. 31. Health and safety manager. 32. Retail store owner. 33. Warehouse manager. 34. Executive assistant. 35. Management consultant. 36. IT project manager. 37. Training and development manager. 38. Tax advisor. 39. Customer service manager. 40. Quality control manager. These positions make use of the ESTJ's innate capacity for leadership, attention to efficiency, and procedures. Many of these jobs call for decisive action, good resource and people management, and clear communication, qualities that are fundamental to the ESTJ personality type.